I just have something to say to the women who initiate out and about with men. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, but I typically don't. First off, I love the confidence. Second off, usually when I'm out and about, I do not initiate with a guy if I actually think I like him and want something further with him. I always say this, if a man can't initiate, it's like once you hook, guess what? You're now stuck with that. And in this heterosexual relationship, there is only room for one, and that's mine. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
So this guy that's been trying to take me out, finally picked a day. And so I was like, okay, well, what time and where? And he said, well, I don't know. Do you like coffee? Now, on a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being super bitch and 0 being no bitch at all, can I respond never on a first date?
This is the exact attitude that is honestly exhausting for men. My honest advice is to please show this attitude off as soon as possible to the men that you're speaking to, because at least then they will have an honest take of who you are as a person and how it would be to be in a relationship with you. And then at least that man will be free to either just focus on his own piece or find somebody else to focus on.
Because in order for you to be around a leader, you have to know how to follow, and a lot of women don't know how to follow because they're independent. What they said they want to have, they're independent.
You can't be independent in a relationship.
You see what I'm saying?
That doesn't
so
make
it's
sense.
like you're contradicting what you say you want. You say you want a man to lead, but then you want to be independent. You say you want a man to know how to show you what to do, but not tell you what to do. It's almost like we cannot do our job as a man because you want to tell us how to be a man, but we can't tell you how to be a woman.
You know what the old ladies used to say?
What they used to say?
Men need to feel wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole term of "I'm a woman, hear me roar," stop roaring.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop roaring.
Yeah,
because you can't be louder than the man in the room, because the man do have to feel needed and wanted in some way.
Yeah.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
At how to keep your boyfriend on his
No.
toes. First up, you're going to say, we need to talk, and then just ask him what he wants for dinner. Next, you're going to randomly call him by his full government name. That'll wake him up. Be in a good mood for absolutely no reason. Moving on, slowly move all of his belongings onto the floor.
What?
Because where else would they be? Start cleaning aggressively at 9:47 p.m. This literally gets them on their toes.
What's actually kind of funny, not funny, haha, but some of these things she listed, if you're actually a healthy woman and you started doing some of these things like cleaning at 9:45 p.m., like, he wouldn't think anything of it because he knows you're emotionally stable. So chances are, if you can relate deeply to some of these, you probably already keep him on his toes, and you should absolutely stop that, because you can't have a healthy relationship long-term acting like that. Both people deserve to feel safe in it. Also, if you're constantly saying, oh, we need to talk, and then it's something stupid, he will never, ever take you seriously when you actually have genuine concerns, and rightfully so.
I got a question for the fellas, because I'm trying to understand the dynamic now and how all this got misconstrued. Why is it that men nowadays, when it comes to dating, they don't believe in pursuing a woman, aka chasing a woman? What is the big issue with a man pursuing a woman? I don't just mean you making the first move. I mean like you actively pursuing this woman, calling her, texting her, planning dates. Why is it now we're in this day and age where men are like, oh, you could call me, oh, I was waiting on you to call me, I was waiting on you to text me, I was waiting on you to make the first move. For what? Criticize me all y'all want, but I am an old-fashioned girly. I was raised by my grandmothers. I believe in the old school ways and how things are supposed to go. If you that type of man where you think you are the prize, honestly, this video ain't for you, because I believe that women are the prize, because we're the ones that get chose. We're the ones that get picked. When a man findeth a wife, a man findeth a good thing. And I'm not even the type of woman to sit up here and think that I'm equal to a man. I think that a man is most definitely above me. My husband is for sure above me. Your heavenly father, your husband, everything else immediately after that. I'm not the one to sit up here and try to say I'm equal to a man and we on the same. No, we not. A man is above me. My husband is above me. So let's get that clear and out the way. Boom. My biggest issue that I have in my dating life is Men are so lazy. I was waiting on you to call me. I was waiting on you to text me. No, sir. You asked me for my number. I gave it to you. It's up to you to call me, check on me, see how I'm doing. You're trying to get me. This is my thing. I don't ever make the first move on a man. I let men come get me. You want me? Come get me. If a man really wants you, he's going to come get you. It's not nothing extra I gotta do. It's not, no. If you want me, you're going to come get me. And the lesson that I learned in my previous relationships was never let a man tell you he don't want you more than once. So when I give you my number and you don't call me or you do all that, that's basically telling me you don't want me. Y'all have no problem pursuing your education. You have no problem pursuing your career. You have no problem pursuing your goals. A house when you want a house, a car. So why is it y'all have an issue with pursuing a woman, a marriage? Because y'all are the ones that pick us for marriage. We don't pick y'all. Y'all get on one knee. This is why I don't date now. I ain't been on a date in a year. And that is exactly why. It's because I'm so sick of men. Oh, I was waiting on you to call me. Well, you're gonna be waiting until you dead. If you pay attention to like older couples that have like years in, yeah, she didn't really like me at first and she used to curve me and then I finally got her. Like, what happened to that? Y'all don't even want the pursuit of a good woman anymore. And I know I'm a good woman. Hell, I got a good career. I have ambition. I have goals. I have drive. I have things going for myself. I know how to treat a man when I have one. So what is the big issue with pursuing a good woman?
You know, the silent treatment that women, modern women use, used to be a weapon, but now for men, it's a gift. Modern women are so chaotic. They talk so much and they be talking about nothing that when they finally stop, men are like, finally, I didn't think it was ever going to end.
So you're 23 and you're opting out of dating because women all hate men and it's impossible to find a good woman. And when I ask you, well, where have you been looking for women? You say Tinder. Or the bar. Or the club. Yeah, for sure. Have you thought about like maybe attending a church? Right? Somewhere maybe a more morally strong woman might go to with, you know, values that you might concur with. Well, I've thought about it, but I don't want to wait until marriage to have. Okay, then opt out of dating. I don't give a shit. Bro, are you genuinely? All you guys in my comments are like, I tried all the dating apps.
This guy was trying to give me his Instagram the other day, and I am genuinely so uncouth sometimes, and I need to remind myself, give my head a wobble, and sit with myself for a minute, and remind myself that not every thought has to then come out of my because it just seems to happen time and time again. Realistically, in the grand scheme of things, it's truly not a big deal, but it just happens all the time, and there's just no way I can prevent what is happening in my brain coming out verbally. So I'm chatting to this guy, and then he was like, "Oh, take my Instagram." And I was like, yeah, okay, fine. The logical thing to do in that situation would have probably just been him to tell me his Instagram. But I thought, oh no, let me hand this man my phone, and then he can put his Instagram in my phone. Upon going onto Instagram and the search bar, there was a load of people in there, and I was like, fuck, he can't see this. So instead of just quietly sitting there and deleting them, I thought it would be wise to tell this man, oh, hang on a second, let me just clear my history. And then he was like, what? Like, how many you got in there? How many? And I was like, what do you mean how many? Like, then I just said to him, I was like, oh no, it's just from stalking people. Not really any better. But, yeah, I cannot help it. I really cannot help it. Like, just whatever is in my brain needs to come out of my mouth, and I need to put a stop to that. But yeah, anyway, that's the story.
So then we have to go ask other guys who have girlfriends, like, how did you do that? And what they always say is, just be yourself. And it's like, okay, who was I being before? I don't remember being a different guy, but okay. And usually the guy is attractive, so he doesn't know where his results come from. So then we be ourselves for a while, and no one owes you for that either. So women are not giving us the correct answer, and guys who can get women are not giving us the correct answer. So we have to just start listening to, like, society, just movies and TV and parents and teachers. And they will tell you everything and the opposite of everything. They will tell you that it's all about looks and women don't care about looks, and that women want you to have money and women don't care about money, and it's all about being nice. And some guys just give up there and they just go back to, like, I want a girlfriend and the world should give me a girlfriend, and they get no one owes you. But some guys try something and we just have to guess at what that is.
Now, this is very interesting and very telling. They do say, oh, be nice and be yourself. But in many cases, that doesn't get you the girlfriend, because women are complicated. Women will say one thing and do another. So for the men who are taught, oh, just be nice, be yourself, but somehow in many cases that's not enough for the girlfriend that you're trying to get, because women change what they want. Women are not very stable and solid in many cases when they are looking for a boyfriend or looking for a companionship. What they want can change at any time. This is why women aren't very good at picking a man or for themselves, because what they want can change depending on the person. If the guy is attractive enough, then there aren't a lot of requirements that he would need, because she's going to fulfill the requirements that he's lacking because she's super attractive.
A lot of these modern women, because a man is predictable, because a man is stable and not chaotic, they call a man boring. Y'all out here chasing men who excite you and really give you butterflies. And then butterflies fly about your life. Flutter, 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 fly away. And all of a sudden, you're back to where you started from, at the house with your cats. The heck out of here.
Things that should be illegal, dating edition. Girls paying on the first date. If I wanted to pay for some random man's meal, then I would go outside and find a homeless man and give him some food. Why would I choose you?
Well, then I guess it's very easy for you to understand why a man wouldn't want to pay for a random woman's meal. But instead, that man could pay for his mom's meal, or his sister's meal, or his aunt's meal, or his grandma's meal. I'll tell you one thing I know about men, though. He will absolutely pay for that first meal when he has been getting to know somebody, and she actually seems interested in him, and she's putting forth effort already, even before meeting in person. And most importantly, he doesn't sense any sort of attitude from her. She's not giving him a list of hard set rules that he has to follow, or he doesn't deserve her. But if it's some random girl that has said maybe 3 words to him on a dating site, and she's already being a little bit hard to please just in the selection of where they're going to meet up or when they're going to meet up, that is a red flag that she is entitled, and that is one random woman that man is not going to want to get to know.
I had a woman disagree with me on my predictions of 2026 dating, which was the era of yearning is back. And she goes, Tiana, I just don't think that that's going to happen because men just don't yearn over women in the way that they used to. And the interesting thing about this is the reason why men don't yearn over women is because women now, more than ever, have been tolerating disrespectful behavior, but staying. Not saying anything and staying, putting up with it, not speaking up with the things that they don't like, allowing behavior regardless of how they feel about it because they want to stay with that man. Now, this is why women all over are struggling with the general population of dating, or the general population of men, is because men have been conditioned through what women allow, that they can just do whatever they want. And granted, this is not about control. You're not supposed to control your partner. It's actually an equal give or take, and it's supposed to be respectful both ways. But if you want the era of yearning to come back and you want men to start treating you more respectfully, every single one of us as women have a responsibility to not allow disrespect, because we raise the collective consciousness of what women believe they are worthy of and the level of respect that we believe that we deserve when it comes to receiving a partner. Because think about it. If the man who dates 5 women, right, 4 of those women don't allow that, like, amazing. Now the standard has been raised and he knows he has to show up differently. But if it's 3 or 4 women out of 5 that are allowing disrespect, that 5th woman is going to cop that same amount of disrespect. So it's our responsibility as women to not allow disrespect, so that we can then call in better behavior from partners. And the same thing goes for women with the men who allow disrespect.
Cancel my gym membership. Oh my God. I am for real sitting in the parking lot of my gym, and I'm about to leave and never come back. I was walking into the gym this morning and I was wearing this jacket. I was trying to put it on as I was walking in. So like I was, wrestling with it, trying to put it on. I look behind me. I see that my gym crush is behind me. So in my mind, I'm like, this is going to be a happy workout. Like, my gym crush is here. I can go all out. I'm wearing a cute little set. Like, it's going to be perfect. So I get into the gym. I'm scanning my barcode, and he comes up behind me. I've never talked to him before. He's just somebody I like to look at. So never talked to him. He comes up behind me, and he was like, ma'am, I think you dropped something. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, what did I drop? Where is it? Because in my mind, if I drop something, or if I see somebody drop something, like their credit card, I feel like it's just common nature to pick it up and be like, here's your credit card, like bring it back to them. So I was like, that's kind of weird that he didn't like pick it up and bring it back. And he was like, yeah, you dropped it like a while back, like in the parking lot. I was right behind you. I saw it fall out of your sleeve. And I was like, oh, okay, like what is it? And he was like, I don't know what it is. Like, he was very obviously like uncomfortable by the question, which I was like, what could it be? Like, please tell me what it is. And he was like, I'll just show you, like, just come out with me. And so I was like, okay, I'll come out with you. I go out with him. We're walking. I see a little black cloth something laying on the ground in the parking lot. And he was like, yeah, it's this.
And I was just minding my own business, trying to get my leg workout done, you know, as one does when they're at the gym, right? So I go up to go get water. And as I'm getting water, I see somebody's hand go like this out of the corner of my eye, okay? So I look up, and it's this guy, and he's like standing like kind of close. So he gives me a compliment, which was nice. But then immediately he says, how old are you? And I was like kind of caught off guard a little bit. But in the moment, I just was honest. So I told him how old I was. Not only did he not tell me how old he was, but his response was just crazy, okay? So this was his response. Then without saying anything, he turns around and heads straight back to the corner of the gym where the free weights are and starts lifting weights. So mind you, this guy had to have been 22 maybe. He looked young, so he was a Gen Z boy. And I would say the whole interaction took like 30 seconds, so it was the fastest I was ever hit on and then rejected ever in the same moment. But honestly, like, not to tear someone down on like looks, because I don't like to do that. And I'm definitely like one that's like, personality is a big thing for me when it comes to like relationships and things like that. But this guy was literally like my height, okay? It looked like he weighed close to what I weigh. So I wouldn't have gone for you.
These modern women are friend zoning men out here because, for one, they think he's too boring. For two, they think they have a lot of options. Until 10, 15 years down the road, all them options dry up. And all of a sudden now she want to make a U-turn and a detour and see if the man that she friend zoned 10, 15 years ago is still available. No, I'm not, actually. Bum.
Valentine's Day is only 24 hours. Your marriage is 365 days a year. If the only time you buy flowers, write a romantic note, or touch your spouse simply because the calendar says to, that is not intentional, that is scheduled affection. We don't love bomb once a year just because society tells us to. We build connection daily. Valentine's Day shouldn't feel special because it is rare. It should feel special because it reflects how you already love each other. The random forehead kiss in the kitchen. The hand on his neck while he is driving. Packing his lunch with a special note inside. Telling her she's beautiful on a random Tuesday for no reason. That's the real stuff. Marriages do not run on annual gestures. It runs on daily effort. So yes, celebrate Valentine's Day. Go to dinner, get the flowers. But if your spouse only feels chosen one day out of the year, that is not healthy. A strong marriage makes you feel wanted, pursued, appreciated, and touched 365 days a year. Valentine's Day should just be a bonus, not the only proof.
I feel like I wish more men would start their videos by saying, I'm sorry that I didn't believe the women that were saying this. I'm sorry, I should have looked into it earlier. I wish that was the response. Why did it take a documentary hosted by a man for so many people to understand that the manosphere is an issue? Like, I'm actually getting angrier as the days go on. I made a video about this when I first watched it, but I'm seeing more and more content of people, even women, saying things like, guys, I realized at the end of the documentary, I realized this is all for money. It's like, yeah, guys, like, yeah. That's what we've been saying. It's because it's an easy way to make money when you use a pre-existing structure that oppresses a certain group of people. You're able to distract people. You're able to easily play into their fears, into their insecurities. You are also able to have an audience that is ready to hear whatever you're going to say, right? It also doesn't take very much intelligence to be like a manosphere creator, because all you're doing is saying childish rhetoric without any nuance or any thought behind it. You are rage baiting, as we saw on this documentary, obviously. I'm really exhausted by the amount of men in particular, women saying it as well. I kind of go, come on, Chooks. But the men, I'm going, I feel like you've had women in your life, and I've seen men say out loud, you know, I heard women saying that it was bad, but I didn't realise it was this bad. It's like, then why didn't you look? If hearing women speak about the way that the manosphere has impacted our real lives over the past 5 to 10 years, and we've seen this decline, like me crying when Trump got in, I knew the manosphere would be so excited about it. Everyone called me crazy. Everyone called any woman who said this is going to be bad crazy. And they said, just ignore it. It's online things only. They're losers on the internet. They're just losers. They're nobody. They're irrelevant. You know, we're getting told all these things. And now that Louis Theroux has made a documentary about it, which I love, I'm happy that this change has happened. But I'm getting really frustrated that you heard women say that we are experiencing in real life and online and discrimination and oppression, and you believed us so little that you didn't even check. You didn't even look up. You didn't even look it up. You didn't even bother to see what Andrew Tate was posting. You didn't even bother to look. You didn't even bother. Like, we've been saying this, and I understand that you don't want to believe hysterical, angry women. And our tone was off. Our tone was wrong. We were too aggressive and too much. Cool, that's fine. Why didn't you at least go and look? Like, if you watched the documentary and you were shocked by anything, like, where the have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? Like, I watched it with my partner and his best friend, and we weren't going there going, what? We're going, these guys are fucking losers. We were laughing at it going, fuck, classic, classic, classic. It was a great watch. But I'm not sitting here going, I can't believe it. And neither is my boyfriend, because he believes me and listens to me. So I just love that you're here, but I would love some apologies. Anyway, that's my little rant. I'm getting more upset every day about it.
And so when men check out of dating today, when they check out of society today, it's not really bitterness. It's more so of a cost-benefit analysis. When you can gain money, you can grind and get money, peace, start developing a routine in the gym, improving your mental health. What else would you want with a woman that's going to destroy all of that?
There is an epidemic that we need to talk about. Why is it that men ignore you in person? What's going on? And you know what? You're probably thinking this has only happened to me once and I'm making a video about it, but no, this has been happening years. It's 8 years. So, for example, when I was in college, I was hanging out with this guy like on and off for a while. And I would see him at the bar all the time and he would never say anything to me, which was just, oh my God. But one time, my best friend went up to this girl that he was standing next to that he was like friends with. And she starts talking to her, and I'm with my friend, obviously. He looks at me, eyes wide open, and then turns around, walks away as fast as he possibly could, all the way out the bar. All the way out the bar. And then 30 minutes later, snapped me and told me to come hang out. I was like, no. Same guy, about a year ago, me and my two best friends were walking to the bar out of the Uber, and we see him and his two friends coming to the bar at the same time. Literally, to go up to this bar, you have to go up all these stairs. This man stops at the bottom of the stairs with his two friends and waits for me and my friends to go up the stairs, get our IDs checked, pay cover, and go inside before he walks in. And I turn around and I see him just staring at me from the bottom of the stairs, waiting for me to finish. Oh my God, just like you can literally just say hey and that's it, and it wouldn't be a big deal. And you know what? He's not the only one. Because like he's not. There are more. This one guy, I was snapping him for months. I would see this man at the gym all the time and he would never say hi to me. Never. Ever. And you know what? One time I was working out right next to him for like 20 minutes, didn't say a word. And if you think that's bad, it's really not, because the same guy, one time I had literally just Snapchatted him first, by the way. I was in the Uber, my friend and I get out of the Uber to go in line for this bar, and we see him getting in line for the bar. And so obviously we're behind this man in line. We were in line right next to each other for an hour and a half, and he did not say hi to me once. And you know what? I did call him out for that. I did Snapchat him after he just like disappeared at one point. I Snapchatted him and I was like, I don't know, I called him out. I was like, wasn't that you in line or something? This man responded with, think I would have recognized you. I threw my phone. Another guy. I knew this man for like 4 years. We were snapping on and off. In those 4 years, we hung out a couple times somewhere in the middle of college. I don't know. This guy, oh my God, me and my friend were sitting at the bar, sitting at a table. He is sitting at the table right next to us. Keep in mind, the bar is empty because it's in the middle of summer. He's sitting at the table next to us, just Snapchatting me. And I told him to come say hi to me. He gets up, finally, after I tell him to come say hi, gets up, comes up to me, says, hey, I gotta go piss, and goes to the bathroom. What the? Another guy. I hung out with him a couple times. My two friends that I was at the bar with one night were talking to his friends that they knew, and he was with them. And it was just me and him, not talking to anyone, standing right next to each other. This man took his hat, his baseball cap, brought it down to his eyes, like right here, and covered his eyes and just looked down so that he wouldn't have to make eye contact with me and have to say something. This is like so sad. You would think that this is all, but no. It keeps going. Another guy, hung out with him a couple times. I actually thought he was nice, and I actually did think he was, I thought he was nice, okay? This guy, I see him at the bar, he is just ignoring me, so I'm literally staring at him, waiting for him to say hi to me. I'm standing right next to him and just staring at him, waiting for him to say something. He doesn't say anything at all. He looks at me, but he doesn't say anything. And then 10 minutes after I left the bar, he Snapchats me and says something about me acting weird. I was like, why is it weird to expect you to say hi to me? No, like for real. Like, is it that weird for guys to say hi to you? Like, since when is that normal? Like, what? Anyways, I decided I was never gonna speak to a man again if they do that, and I have been boy sober for 9 months. So, yeah.
You know, a lot of these modern women are out here making a statement. I'm strong and independent. I don't need no man. This and standing on top of the mountain, saying that type of stuff. Unfortunately, these types of statements don't fix cars at 11 o'clock at night. Unfortunately, these statements don't move furniture when you move up 3 flights of stairs. At some point in time, you need to throw that stupid statement out the window and get some sense about yourself.
Right. For all the ladies, can we just discuss hyper-independence, please? I don't even know where to start with this. All I know is that it's sitting there and I need to get it out. And if I need to get it out, other people probably can relate to this as well. So, from such a young age, I have always been really hyper-independent, fiercely dependent on self, and I never ask anybody to do anything for me. Even when people try to do things for me, I'm like, no, because I don't want to put people out and I don't want to be a burden. I know this is a pure contradiction for what I'm about to say, right? And I guess to an extent I have had a very much a feministic mindset, like, if you can do that, I can do that as well. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a female or a male. I just feel like I believe I can do anything I want in life and nobody will stop me. So yeah, you could say that I'm actually quite feministic. I just want to make it clear that, see, girls that are like this, it's not a choice. We don't wake up one morning and decide, oh, I want to be so independent. It's forced on us. It's forced on us. And I am tired. I'm tired of it. Like, I could probably be like this for the next 40 years if I'm alive that long. And it's fine, because you just do what you need to do. You just, when you're in survival mode, you just need to get it done. And if there's nobody there to do it for you, you just need to do it. However, I'm still allowed to say that I don't want to be like this. Obviously, I've been doing my renovation for a couple of weeks now, and I'm just such a dafty that I decided to take on a full renovation. It's been carnage. I've ran out of money twice. I've literally just spent like my last £200 on bloody skirting and coving, and I'm just like, what is this life? What is this life? It's not for me. I think something as well that I've totally moaned about in this last 11 months or whatever it is, how people always say, oh, are you seeing someone, are you talking to someone, and blah blah blah, would you like to meet someone? And I'm always like, do you know what, no, I don't need a man. That's always my response. I don't need a man. But can we just normalise maybe not needing a man, but actually wanting someone? Like, wanting someone to come into your life and just make everything a wee bit easier, and allowing you to kind of become the female and become like the soft girl that you're destined to be. Because that's okay. Like, nobody needs someone, but it's okay to want someone. I mean, I'm saying this actually, however, what's ironic is the fact that the relationship that I was in for 11 years never enabled me to be the soft girl. It never made my life easier. If anything, it was always just a current struggle. It was just always a struggle. So maybe I'm after something that doesn't actually exist. Is there a man out there who is able to make your life easier and enable you to be a little softy? Anyway, so basically my point is, I think going forward, if anybody ever offers to help me with anything, I'm just going to be like, I know it's uncomfortable, but it's only going to be uncomfortable for the first so many times. If someone wants to offer me help with anything, I mean anything in life, in any area, I'm just going to be like, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to try this and see what it's like to get help with something. Like, please, does anybody else relate to this? Because I am just I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And also, this isn't like a TikTok of me being a princess saying that I want someone to come into my life and just do absolutely everything for me. That would be very unnatural for me to allow anyway. I am just simply saying that I am tired of feeling in survival mode for so long. I'm tired. And this is actually just something that all the kind of independent girlies out there must feel, because in order to be fiercely independent, you must be in survival mode. And it's not all it's cracking out to be, let me tell you.
A lot of these men move on from women quickly, as they would say it. It's not really quick. This man has been trying to get you to understand that, hey, you're not really taking care of me like I'm taking care of you. A lot of these brothers out here are paying bills and giving husband treatment and get nothing back. And at that point in time, they've woken up. They're waking up and realizing, hey man, this ain't worth it. I'm spending all my money before I marry this woman. Let me go ahead and say, hey, I just lost some money and get the heck up out of Dodge before I lose any more.